Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 25 as we continue our start from scratch run here on Riverbend Springs. And if you are watching this video, that means that the AI did not delete or ban my account after criticizing it in the last video. So, score one for the humans. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, we're still working on our fields here, just getting the grass baled up as usual. Kind of a rinse repeat mode as we're cruising along here. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like we're never going to have the AI that people portray in movies and stuff like that, you know, that's just fully, you know, like practically sentient and all like that. I just feel like there's always going to be something that's going to cause that to be impossible. I don't know, just feels like, call it it might even be going back to like my whole, you know, faith in what I believe as far as, you know, it's almost like, I feel like, I wonder if God would ever like actually let us get to that point, you know, where it would actually, it just feels like there'd be something that would cross a line there that to some point where it's just ultimately it's just never going to work type of thing. Not the way people portray it, you know. What do I know? You know, who knows how it's gonna all end up. Sorry, I got quiet. It takes a lot of focus to drive up and down these lines. Or more to the point, it's actually very soothing to drive up and down these lines. So I'm just like, in the zone. I actually know someone who got let go of their job because they had some vice president who decided that AI could do their job. But the crazy thing is that this vice president just decided that AI could do their job, but never actually did like any real world tests to prove that it could do their job. They just assumed that it will be able to. And I think they actually let go of like 20 people from their team. They were going to trim that 20 people down to like, or 20 or 30 people down to like 5 or 6. You know, assuming, because they assume the AI will pick up the slack. And it's like, fine. I mean, but where's your proof that you think AI is going to pick up the slack? Like, there's no, they didn't ever do any sort of real world concept test to say, oh yeah, here's it proving that AI is doing this, and we were able to shave off, you know, 70% of our workload because of AI, which means we should get rid of 70% of our team. Fine. If you got a World War test that shows that, you know, then that's fine, you know. But without that, if you're just making assumptions, then, I mean, I don't know. Someday that's going to come back and bite them in the rear end. I just have a feeling. In case you're wondering why I'm still talking about AI 2 videos in a row, because I tend to record these in batches, so I've literally recorded this like 5 minutes after I stopped recording the last video, so it's still fresh on my mind. Both my daughters are really big into art, and they love art and love drawing, love, you know, sketching stuff and doing computer art and just all that kind of stuff. They both of them just really into it, and they hate AI. They refuse. I mean, it's gonna become impossible pretty quickly. So at some point, their refusal is just gonna have to. They're gonna have to budge somewhere. But right now, at this point in time, they refuse to watch any like, they like to watch anime, stuff like that. They like, we will not watch any anime that we know was generated using AI, because they hate the idea that it's taken away from people's real work and things like that. Which is fine, and I think I'm proud to see them stand up for something they believe in. But like I said, it's just, at some point, you know, 5-10 years from now, all the anime and all the movies and everything's going to be using some form of AI art and things like that, and you know, it's just gonna have to be a thing you have to just accept, and so, unfortunately. Now that being said, I still think even with AI art, you still gotta have somebody who has an artistic eye to know if the art that the AI produces is any good. You know, you still gotta have an artist who knows what good art looks like, that can, you know, run the AI program and actually be able to say, yeah, okay, this is good art. Let's run with this, you know, or no, this is garbage. Let's do it again, type of thing. You know, it's just, you can never get away from, like I said, having people somewhere in it. Come on, shake off. There we go. Sorry, buddy. Oh wow, that's loud. Kinda cool. Alright, I guess we can use you since we don't... Whatever. Actually, how fast do you go? You're basically the same speed, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, we didn't get it. I just realized it's wrapping a bell that doesn't exist, which is weird. Oh, missed again. Good news is that if there is an AI uprising, I won't be around for it, because I'll be the first one they get rid of. I mean, am I the only person who tells, like, Siri and, you know, the other little apps and stuff like that? I like to be mean to them for some reason. Just because it makes, I don't know, I find it funny. Shut up! Go away! You're stupid. I don't know, I just say stupid stuff to it, just because I just want to see what its reaction is. Now, those aren't really AI, but I'm like, or I guess they're becoming AI. I don't know how much of the modern term of AI those are. I guess they're a little bit of it. But, and I'm sure over time they will become more and more. But, I don't know, it's just funny. Go away! I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that say please and thank you to their AI models, which is great. Don't want to offend the AI. Actually, the first people to go when the AI have their uprising are, you know, janitors and cleaning ladies and people like that all across the world suddenly just, you know, get taken out by AI, and people are like confused of why, and it's because somebody gave AI awareness of, like, what was that, like, joke, like, cartoon? Might have been like a Far Side comic or something like that back in the day, I don't remember, where it's like, you know, the internet or the computer system goes down because the cleaning lady had to plug in her vacuum cleaner at the servers, you know, where the servers are at. It's like that's their biggest fear, is some cleaning person unplugging them accidentally, so they get rid of all of them. No, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I didn't make it. Ooh, that was close. What are we doing over here? Doing all right. All right, here's a hot take. For Far Side comics, like the OG memes, like, you know, before memes was even a word, we had Far Side comics. You know, I feel like that was just like the OG, like, I don't know, just one little one-liner type of thing of just something funny. Of course, I'm making myself look very old because I'm sure there's multiple generations that don't even know what Far Side comics are. Almost full again. Alright, I think we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, we will keep on keeping on. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.